Good morning, everybody. Happy 1st of November. I can't believe every time I say that, I'm like, I can't believe it's this. I can't believe it's that. Time goes by so fast during Q4, especially. Today on the show, we are going to be talking about some ungating tactics, especially with Amazon's ever evolving changes. And we are also going to be talking on the second half of the show about how to use a web scraper. I will specifically be using one site and showing the benefits of using a web scraper and how it can really speed up your process in your business, finding suppliers, and just so much more.
Yeah, so we've got to talk about ungating because it's just really a hot topic. I've now heard about from 3 or 4 people on issues. So I don't know. We'll share what we can, but it's not been good news. And then I do have a couple of highlighted apps that I want to talk about too that lead into the scraping app.
Scraping, yeah. So for those of you who are here just to know how to use a web scraper, you're watching on the replay. Fast forward. If you want to hear all the news, then stick with us.
Yes. So let's talk about ungating. I have had multiple people say that their invoices are not getting accepted. Invoices from companies that they used to have and work with, and private label companies that are being asked for invoices. And I am not sure what's going on over on Amazon. Now, last night I had another client that had a different issue. And his issue, I'm going to bring it up because I think it's all tied together. His issue is that items keep getting stuck returns in stranded inventory. And because he's already deleted it out of his account, usually you go in and either you hit the relist button or you go manually relist and copy over the SKU. It will sync up, it will match, and then it pulls it out of your stranded inventory and gets it relisted. That is not working. And he shared with me what Amazon suggested him doing, and that's a flat file. So something funky is going on with that whole system. And then the invoices are getting instantly denied. So AI is clearly having a foot because nobody works that fast, right? Nobody can open and read and reject your invoice in 0.3 seconds. So our suggestions have always been to make sure you annotate your invoice. And if it's still not getting accepted, like you have to go through with a fine-tooth comb and make sure everything is lined up. The UPC number is there, the ASIN description is there, the ASIN number is there, and you're going to annotate that information in. And maybe one of these videos will just do like a whole video on annotating an invoice because maybe it's time for that. The other suggestions that we have is to print out, physically highlight. If you've already tried digitally highlighting and annotating, to physically highlight and annotate, to crumple up the paper a little bit and then do that image because then it's clearly like a piece of paper. And then also rotating the image and submitting it upside down because that throws off the AI and it makes somebody look at it as well. So whenever anybody comes to me with an ungating question, I ask all of those questions. Like, have you done all of those steps? And there's been people that post that they have taken 10 to 50 submissions till it will finally go through. Now, as far as other things like them asking who your supplier is or asking for your wholesaler supplier, you can ask your wholesaler, but typically wholesalers are not going to say who their supplier is in a formal capacity. It could be though. I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask. If you know your rep, like I have reps that I'd be fine asking that with. And then if they say, oh yeah, we bought it directly from the manufacturer, you could then take that email as a document, print it to PDF and submit that. So we're going to move on because I don't have a whole lot else to say about that. If anybody's interested in like a formal video on how to annotate an invoice, go ahead and say something in the comments down below and we can do a video on that. That's easy peasy. I've got a lot of information about that in my archives, but I don't know. I feel like it's been done out there quite a bit. So anyhow, moving on. Okay, the first app that I want to share is called Hero Stuff. I'm going to pull it up. I just downloaded it.
A square popped up real quick. I just saw a white square.
Well, it just said, do you want an app to track you? I always
Okay.
no, I do not want the app to track me. Okay. I never want the app. I do not get notifications, people. I do not get notifications at all. I do not have any apps track me at all. My phone stays silent all the time. I mean, Tina knows this. So if you have my direct line, like, you'll get a hold of me. But other than that, I don't have, the phone is not my tether in life. Okay. What this does, I don't know if you see it kind of scrolling here.
Yes, I sure do.
You will be able to just stand in front of a product, scan it, and then it tells you what the going price is. And from there, you can say, yeah, I want to list it on, I know they supported eBay and Mercari. They did not support Poshmark. And then I can't remember whichever ones else. I want to say it was like Depop they did, or there was a couple others that they supported, but they weren't ones that I was interested in.
And what was the name of that app? And is it free or is it paid?
It's called Hero Stuff. Now, my initial digging said that they do have a free version. And of course, like anything, the free version only lets you post like so many things.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to be testing that out this week. I've got a bag right here of old books that we were going to sell on either Amazon or eBay, right? And I'd been like putting it off because I just really don't want to deal with old books, because you have to sit there and look them up. I also have this fear that when my parents or my mom and or Victor's parents pass away, that I'm going to have this household of stuff. And my mom's house has like $200 vases next to $2 items. And I'm like, oh my God, this is going to take me like forever, because I just don't have the knowledge to go and look up every single item. So I was really excited when ChatGPT came out, because then I could take a picture and it tells me about it. But this looks like it might be even faster, and it would be a very good way for me to figure out if it's worth selling or not. You take this knowledge also to the thrift store, the estate sale, the garage sale. You could literally sit there and just boop, 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 the items that you think are.
How do you do it?
Boop, 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 and see which ones you want to purchase for resale. Now, reversely, the people that are doing the garage sale may run this app as well, because sometimes I run into people at garage sales that thinks their shit don't stink, but they want full price for things on just anyhow. It will be a game changer for sure. I'd definitely be more comfortable in the thrift store realm, because nobody's really caring what you scan there. It's normal for that practice. All right, moving on to the next one. Hold on, I got to share my screen. I have used Photo Room so many times in my life, because before I paid for Canva, I'd use Photo Room. It's really easy to crop. It's really easy to do. But they have these cute things now. Let's see if I can start the video from the start. You can take any picture. They do want this to be a paid option, though. Oh, hold on. I have to hit play. So you take any picture and you can make a little video out of it. And I thought this was really fun.
Yeah.
And I don't know, if I were going to need this a lot, then their paid is not very expensive, but it would make you do photography very quick. When you're doing private label items, this is really a good thing, because you typically don't see your product much. You just see the images that your whatever Alibaba person gives you. And to be able to take that picture and make a little animated video is going to be so good for your.
Yeah, you can upload those videos to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, have it on your eBay listing, because eBay allows videos. Mm-hmm. And you can have it on your Amazon listing. For those that don't know, on eBay is you can only upload a video if you are on a desktop or a laptop computer. You can't do it through listing through your cell phones, which I find aggravating, because I filmed the video with my cell phone. I wish I could upload the video to the eBay listing on my cell phone, but instead I've got to upload the video to my computer and put the video on that way on an eBay listing. So for those that don't know, I want to share that.
I did not know that, because I don't list much on my phone. I do my pictures with my phone for eBay and then do directly onto the listing
onto
there.
the listing. See, and a lot of people do their listing start to finish through their phones. So a lot of people don't do it on a desktop. So I know when my husband was asking me one day, how are you getting these videos up there? Because he does everything almost entirely through his phone. And that's how I even figured out that, oh, that feature isn't available on your phone. And I thought, come on, eBay, step up your game, because all of us host the videos on our phones. I don't know why it doesn't. I don't know what that is, when apps are built, or, how that works on the back end. So I'm thinking it must be much more difficult to make that happen through the phone app. Yeah.
It's the size of the video files.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
You're just making it up because it sounded
I think that's what it is, but that sounds good, right? All right. This is the next one that I wanted to talk about. Sora 2.
I've played with that this
Yeah, what do you think?
It was pretty funny. I did a cameo with me and Mark Cuban. And then I did another one of, I uploaded just a picture of me and told it to say a thing, and it looked authentic. I was pretty blown away. I'm like, oh my God, because you have to use your voice. So it actually used my voice and made the video. So it sounded just like me talking, even though I only said like 3 words. So like everything with AI, there's the good and the bad. The good is like, oh, wow, this is so cool. What a fun toy. The bad is, on the flip side, is you see how people get fooled by these deep fakes. Because when I showed that to my husband, he thought I did the video like I was talking. I said I did not say any of those words. The AI used my image and my voice and made me say that. And so on that side, it's a bit scary. I didn't publish the videos. I actually deleted them after making them, but it was really cool.
I get a lot of weird stuff in my feed, and I like mermaids, so there's like 1 or 2 mermaid things that I follow because they do cool pictures or whatnot. Like this one lady, she's like a professional mermaid. Anyhow, what a weird thing to actually grow up and be. Like, you can do that now. So anyhow, in my feed though, every once in a while I'll get like, hey, there's this real video of a mermaid. It's not as real. Some of the AI imagery is being a little too fake, but there has been some pretty good ones out there that I'm like, ooh, if you wanted to be evil in your life.
So I have Sora on my phone. So this is like the For You page, like just like TikTok.
Yeah.
And so you can make things that are not you, but you literally can scroll through Sora and see videos that people have made. So Sora does it for you. They probably posted a picture of their dog and told Sora, make a video of my dog being a pizza chef or what have you. So you can just scroll Sora videos that others have made. And it's just everything.
Very cool. All right, let me see here. I pulled this up. Okay, this one was pretty cool as well. This one is box. Go ahead.
No, when you pulled that up, I'm like, oh yeah, I saw that this week too.
So world-class coaching. This is interesting because now you can basically make videos and have it do some sort of instruction. And this can be used obviously for coaching for, what do you call it? Like social media influencers and stuff. But I was thinking for Amazon, eBay, like if you had something, let's say we just had our stove break, our oven, and I had to get a new heating element. But let's say I was selling heating elements. How cool would that be to like show or do a video on how to do the heating element installation for your product online? I mean, there's a lot of products here that we could, how to wash your coffee mug, or how to use whatever doodad that you are selling.
Yeah, you could have a QR code on your private label product to link them to those instructional videos.
Yes. So I want to check this out because I was thinking about it. We just talked about annotating the video. I don't know if this would be good for that.
It's an AI version of you. So it's not even you doing the lesson.
Right. Yeah. You just tell it what you want the picture to be and then what you want the words to be, and it runs it for you, which is great Because if you've ever done any sort of filming, I mean, this is live, so we've been doing this for a while. I don't want to say we're great at it, but we're definitely good. But, when you're trying to run script and do instructional videos, it's hard sometimes because you need to focus on the camera and not mess up your words and don't do all the time. And these could be really, really cool for that. Okay. Now I think we're going to get into, this is the one.
Apify.
Right?
So have you tried Apify yet?
No, I loaded it up and then I did not because I'm.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you were logged into an Apify. Okay, I see. Log in, get started. Okay.
And then I clicked on, so I want to go over kind of the brief overview and then you can dive into the actual thing. So it is real-time web data for your AI. And they have a TikTok scraper, a Google Maps, Instagram, Facebook, Amazon website content crawler. And I clicked on the Amazon one just to kind of see what it is. So what is free Amazon product scraper? How does it work? Free Amazon product scraper is a web scraping tool that enables you to extract product data from Amazon's catalog. Simply insert the URL in the input field and select the maximum number of items you want to scrape, then download the data and from the data set tab. Okay, 7 pages maximum, which doesn't sound like a whole lot. And then how much will it cost you? Let's see here. Did you get into any of the costs?
No, I haven't even gone. I haven't even looked at this particular scraper that you're sharing right now.
Okay. So this says, why would you scrape Amazon products? To monitor the performance of categories and subcategories on Amazon so that you can put the performance of your own products into that context. That's really cool because, sometimes you're in a field and you're like, wait a minute, am I selling? Am I good? Am I bad? How competitive is this? And also some fields will grow. I mean, the introduction of Temu and direct from China has really affected a lot of categories. Discover up and coming brands and products to benchmark your performance within its category and to fine tune your advertising and messaging. So that's going to be really huge. Is it legal? All right. So what did you bring up?
Okay, so Apify gives you $5 of credit every single month it starts over. So you get free like $5 worth of scraping to play with. After that, you can purchase scraping. It is incredibly inexpensive. You may not ever need to pay for it. And in Apify, they do have what is called actors. I'll share my screen in a moment. And those are scrapers that other people have built. In fact, you can build your own actor, and your actor, you can sell it. You can sell it for a monthly fee. So if you really get into this sort of thing, and maybe you find that the actors that are out there are not satisfying what you want an actor to do, you could build your own and sell it. You could just build one for your personal use. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to share with you Apify. And I want to also say that I played in ChatGPT just yesterday wanting to do something in Apify, and so it gave me help. So you can use it simultaneously with other tools. So here I am in my Apify, and you click on Apify Store. Apify Store brings up a lot of different scrapers. These are the ones that kind of like come with Apify. See, Apify built this one, they built this one, they built this one. Down here, you can see who the builder is. Clockworks built this one. You can see their rating. So they get rated just like your Amazon products do. And you see how many people use it. So that's what these kind of things mean here. So down below, it gives you developer tools. And now there's a lot more. These are just the ones that are being featured. And of course, Apify is featuring their own because they have built it. You could click view all to expand that. These are rising stars. This is no different than when you're in your cell phone and you're looking for an app to download, right? There's always the featured ones, whether they're paying to be there or they're just new and popular, whatever the reason is that they come up. You can search Telegram. This is a 4K video downloader. There is just everything on here. People who use Tumblr. This is a huge one. There is job search engines. In fact, you can even search not just Indeed, but what's the other one? A lot of people use LinkedIn. You can have it send messages for you. I've watched too many videos on how to use this that it blows my mind, all the things that it can do. These are popular actors from the community. So see here, LinkedIn job scrapers, a post scraper. So for people who are out there trying to get their jobs out of college, it made me think of your son, Lucy.
I know. I was just thinking I got to get with him and show him this.
Show him this. Yeah.
He's had better luck this week. He's got a couple things lined up, but yeah, trying to find a job. It's a battle of the bots, you know.
Yeah. I saw one video where I forgot how it was used with Apify, but it even had like these pretend job interviews that you could learn how to nail. It was interesting. All right. So anyway, you can also choose these categories: social media, AI, agents, lead generation, e-commerce, which is what a lot of us are here for, right? Mm-hmm. But to start, I want to show you how to use an actor. So we're going to start with Google Maps. I did some runs before. So after you run it, it shows up here under runs. Before we start Google Maps, I want to show you the runs. So I did just a quick little TikTok one, and I did a Google Maps scraper. I only had it give me back 10 results. I chose my results just so I could make sure I was doing it correctly. And as you can see, the 10 results took me seconds, 12 seconds. It cost me 5 cents. This took 11 seconds. It cost me 4 cents out of my budget. Oops. Out of my budget over here of the $5. So see right down here, it gives you $5. I've used 9 cents. So
wait. Okay, so does that mean that the person who made that scraper, they get a percentage of that?
I don't know. I as far as that goes, I have no idea how that works. All I know is that you get $5 a month with Apify. So if we are going to scrape Google Maps, for instance, and we are looking for wholesalers, that's what I scraped last. That's why it's saved here. So maybe you want a wholesaler, you want a distributor. You know, a lot of people are always asking me, how do I find wholesalers? How do I find suppliers? How do I find, things for Amazon business? So I typed in just the word wholesaler as my test, and I chose California. So let's choose Washington State. And we are going to extract, let's do 20 places. Okay, so I want it to give me 20 results. Okay. You can, as you learn what type of data your scraper gives you, you can turn on these filters. It will slow down the time that it takes. However, it can really help you narrow down what you want. So if you wanted to add a search filter or category, you could do place categories. And so you could choose like a line. The one thing I found with my scraper, it gave me several like nurseries, like for plants. And I realized, I don't want that. So I would want to be able to filter that out. But if I'm definitely wanting something specific, I may want to come in here now and choose the type of wholesaler I'm looking for, right? And then I may want the minimum star ratings. I may want it to be 5-star only, or, and here it says skipped closed places, places that are no longer in business. So there's all kind of filters that you can go in here and set. For your first scrape, I wouldn't recommend that because I want you to get the feel of it. And I don't want you wasting any of your money by using all of these other filters until you have a good idea of like, okay, I definitely don't want to waste time. I want to filter these things out. Right. So once you've done all of your settings, you literally hit save and start. Now it's running. So it's saying running the actor.
And now we got to wait like 12 seconds.
It does not take long at all. You can see the countdown up here. My last one took 11 seconds. Now we're done. So now this is what you get. It's like a Google sheet. So you can adjust your table settings. You can, for people who use that JSON, which I never use, you could switch to that. I prefer a table. You can see your log up here, like what it did, the input, the store. You can see all of these things. Most of us, we're not coders. We don't care. So what it gives us on column 1 is the name of the place. Number 2 is its total score based on this column, which are the reviews. We get their address, what city they're in, what state, what country, a link to their website. Now, sorry, I got to scroll down.
Sorry, I'm stuck on performance lube.
Are you not seeing my screen?
I do. I just, one of the wholesalers, if you scroll back over, it was like 4 down or something. Performance lube.
Oh.
Wondering if it's a car place.
Oh. So you get their phone number is included and what type of category it is. So like we likely will not want an alcohol supplier, right? We're not selling alcohol on Amazon. Fruits and vegetables is highly unlikely. Well, here's a stone wholesaler. This just says wholesaler. I'm not sure what that is. Then we have here a link to the Google map for where this place is located. So this is the data that the scraper gives to you. Now, what we do want to see is their website if it is in a category that we think we might like. So I don't know what wholesaler, that's pretty vague. So I want to take a look at the site and wholesaler what? From bud to box. Is this like weed?
I think so. I don't know what.
Or is it plants? Because it is flowers. But when I hear the word bud, I think marijuana. It looks more like.
Go to the stone one.
But now I need to know what is. I need to know what this is now.
Okay, hold on. Wait, it's a tree.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is. So, okay. So we're going to get out of that. We're going to do
number 4 is Leavenworth stone.
Yeah. So let's see what type is this stone for yard. Oh, so it's more like construction stone. I'm sure you were thinking like me, like crystals and things, huh?
Yeah. Okay.
And vegetable wholesaler, fruit. So there's a lot of fruit and plant nurseries up in your area.
Yes.
I chose Washington just because I knew you were in that state. So interesting. Christmas tree farm, art studio, orchard, wholesaler. Green petro is probably, petroleum. So I am going to look at my runs because with the one I did in California was this one. So in California, I got some different type of results. So this was, see here was a plant nursery. I also had liquor store. I did have beauty products.
Yeah, go to the beauty products.
This one was not what I thought it was going to be a lot of beauty products. It's not. However, I really got looking into this and I went down a rabbit trail. So don't dismiss a site just because it's like, what's mink oil? So I will skip over what I had to do to figure it out, but they have their own online store, what they sell, and they sell mink oil. I've never heard of mink oil. I didn't even know it was a thing.
What is it? I mean, is it from minks, I assume?
No, it's you can use it to put it on your skin. You can use it to oil your boots, your Louis Vuitton handbags. It's used for things like of that nature. So as you can see,
is mink just the name, or is like what goes?
No, it's mink oil. There is actually mink oil, so we can look at it on Amazon momentarily. But here is mink oil. An ounce of it is $25 sold by this supplier. And a 4-ounce bottle of it is $80. And I can tell you on Amazon, pure mink oil, because this is pure, is more expensive than mink oils that are not pure mink oil. I did research all this on Amazon because I just wanted to know. Now, you can also, it says for commercial uses. So you can buy mink oil and you can private label it into your own container. Now, you remember how much it was for their 1-ounce bottle? When you come down here, you get a 4-ounce bottle for $14. You can buy the big jug of it for $144. Remember, 4 ounces at 14. So get that in your head, 4 ounces at 14. When I looked at their store, their 1 ounce was $25, 2 ounces was $45, but you can buy it wholesale from them for $14 for 4 ounces. Now I'm going to stop sharing momentarily. Am I done sharing right now?
Well, yeah, you're never, I had put just your screen up. So now we're both, our faces are up there.
Okay, because I want to go over here.
So my question though is, what makes up mink oil? You know, like coconut oil is from coconuts. So what is mink oil from?
I didn't get that deep into it. I just wanted to know, what is it? Is it sold on Amazon? Can I sell it on Amazon? What does it go for? Is it profitable?
Right.
I only went down that rabbit trail.
I'm trying to think, if mink is the brand name, then it's mink
It is
oil.
not.
It would be Tina's oil. And
No,
that
it
is
is
not. It is a thing.
Okay, so I am going to share my screen again. And we're going to look at just Amazon. So I typed in mink oil pure. So mink oil is an oil, and it has a little picture of the animal, the you know.
What is from minks? Okay.
So, but people are using it as a liquid leather conditioner. So people have created bundles. They've got their mink oil with their branding package, their brush, their little, your whole little kit for it. Now, this is for boots, and it's made in a balm. This is not an oil. And as you'll see, it's only $9.99, but it's selling very well. If you go on down and we get mink oil and conditioner and waterproofer, this is not pure mink oil. It's $9.95. But when you look over here, this says 99% pure mink oil. Look how much it's being sold for.
Damn.
There's been 90 reviews left, and it gets a 4.6 rating. So this is selling very well based off the amount of reviews that have been left for $70. So I did notice there is a difference. There's a lot of this mink balm. Now, can you take that oil and have it made into a balm? Possibly. I didn't go that far down my rabbit trail. It's just that my search result with the Apify did turn me on to a product that I had never heard of before. And so I thought that was really interesting. So you can see different states, different areas tend to give you back a different result. Now, I did get a nursery, plant nursery here. I did get for liquor store, and I got a food product supplier, and it was Frito-Lay. So I didn't see that they necessarily had wholesale for people like us. So you can choose your state, especially if you just want somewhere maybe that's close for you to drive and actually go to the location. You can choose all of the United States. You can choose to run an actor in a certain category, as you saw from our menu, that we could drop down and sort it by, I only want it in this industry, right, on our actors. And this is just using the Google Map one. Now, I also ran for fun a TikTok scraper, and I actually ran it by a hashtag. I only wanted it to give me back 10 videos, but what I ran was the hashtag mink oil. So that means that the TikTok video had to have used mink oil in their title. So the first one that comes up, it gives you the author's avatar, what their name is on TikTok. This was the text of their video. This is the video view count. So you can see, is it popular or not? How many shares these videos have had, how many plays. So this second one is not in English, so I didn't actually check this one out. But 114 people bookmarked it. That doesn't mean that you can't watch it. You just may not understand it. But they are talking about mink oil. And just like the other one, it scrolls on over to where it gives you the link to the video and everything. So you can scrape TikTok for popularity on TikTok for a product to also vet the idea.
Okay, so two thoughts going through my head here. One is, if I were going to sell mink oil, this might be a good way to find somebody to do influencing.
Correct.
Or send them a product and then have them do it. And you'd want to go to the one with the most plays or the most, bookmarks or something.
Yes.
And then the other thing is, if you typed in something that you were thinking about buying or getting into, you could find kind of the popularity of it.
That's right. That's exactly it. Exactly it. So if I was to click on his video, it's going to pull up his video, and here he's using like that balm stuff that we saw on Amazon, and he's using it to condition his leather boots. Now, some people on here were doing the mink oil also in a deal like that, and it was the girl with the beautifully done manicured nails, pretty rings on. She's not showing her face, but she's conditioning her Louis Vuitton handbag. And so another thought that came to me with that is that a product like that is used for people who spend money, right? It's not a budget friendly product. Cowboy boots are expensive. High-end leather purses are expensive. And so people who buy expensive things would pay up for a product to maintain that expensive purchase. That was my thought process with a product like this. And all of this came from a simple search on Apify of me testing the waters of using Google to find a wholesaler, not stopping on a website that in and of itself looked kind of, normally I'd be like, oh, that's nothing, right? Because it was so just minimal. And so, but instead, because in my past, I used to do that all the time and going to trade shows, trying to find suppliers. And I realized so many times that a lot of my best suppliers of all time had the worst websites of all times. One of the reasons they were my best suppliers is not everybody else was buying from them, likely because they were so hard to find on the internet. Sites like that just don't come up in our traditional Google search results. And even if they did, these are the kind of sites we look at and like next, right? Because it doesn't look so flashy and professional. So I've learned that lesson over time. So I decided, let me check out, what is mink oil? What is that? And that took me personally, my own time digging it down that rabbit trail, maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have always kind of been of the opinion that the more flashy something is, the more it's trying to draw you in to get your money for whatever reason, whether that's a car dealership or a store. You walk into like Safeway, it's not very, very fancy. You go into a PCC or a Trader Joe's, it's a lot more fancy. So the prices are going to be higher. And that's fine, just understanding what it is. Now, I had to look. Mink oil is made by harvesting the fat from mink hides, and then it is rendered down to get the
So
oil.
if you were somebody who is vegan, that may not be appealing,
right?
Knowing that it comes from animal.
So and then to make that balm, you're just going to mix with beeswax.
Okay.
So, like, I make my own soap, so this is kind of interesting. I don't know if I would want to kind of look at I'm not a big fur, like, I don't like killing animals, so I don't know if I really want to support that.
Yeah.
So
And then really at the same token, if you were a vegan person who wouldn't want that, you also are likely not going to be buying leather handbags or boots. So
absolutely.
It's not even like you need to make a vegan version for it, because they're not going to be curing any of
I'm just saying, as somebody that makes soaps, like, let's say that I make soaps professionally and I wanted to broaden my what's offered, mink oil is definitely something that it sounds like you can upscale it. It's a hoity-toity product for those people, and you can literally get the bottle for $14 to $25 and then the beeswax and make your private label item, and the markup would be pretty generous on that.
So another thing I wanted to share is a lot of you have wholesale suppliers or vendors that will send you an email weekly, monthly of their items and give you a spreadsheet with all of the UPC codes. And maybe you're not using tools to run it or match the UPC codes against Amazon. You can use Apify to do that too. So I went into ChatGPT and I uploaded a file that I had of UPC codes. And so I asked ChatGPT to do it, but the file was too big. It was too hard for it to do it. So what it did is it gave me the UPC list to scrape from the file. So this was a coloring book, that's its UPC code. Another coloring book, its UPC code, so on and so forth, of the list to scrape. So ChatGPT said, perfect. I made you a clean CSV file with just the description and the UPC, exactly what those Amazon scrapers like to eat. And now I can download this CSV file here in ChatGPT. Now it told me which Apify actor to use. Because remember, in Apify, they're called actors. And so it gave me links to those actors. And then it tells me how to do it. Just copy and paste this. It tells me to use that JSON. I'll show you the pattern. It gave me complete instructions how to upload everything into my actor on Apify. So if you're not sure how to do something, you can go over to ChatGPT and say, hey, I'm not sure what actor to use or exactly how to use it. I'm not even sure what to ask it, what I want, but I do know that I want to find wholesale suppliers or distributors that sell to Amazon third-party seller. You just work out your thoughts in your head, and you can maybe have ChatGPT help you narrow down exactly maybe what actor you want to use and how to set those filters in there. That's one possibility. You could even ask ChatGPT like, hey, I've already found my item. I want to launch it. How can I use the TikTok scraper and Apify to find the right influencer for my product, or to test if it's already saturated on TikTok? And if it's not, and there is an open area for my product in this space, I want to run the TikTok in Apify and see how well the videos are performing for existing, let's say, mink oil products, because then we can get the top videos on TikTok for mink oil. And we can then use those videos to emulate our own video, copy their style, copy their hook, copy their intro. And you can make your own really great videos for your product on TikTok and sell it in TikTok Shop. Then backspacing a few weeks ago, when I shared with you all a link, which is also in Facebook, you can for free sign up in ChatGPT and link your Etsy store, your Shopify store. I believe it now works also with Walmart, to where when people are searching mink oil, you come up in the search results in ChatGPT. People can now shop right out of ChatGPT on your site. So, you can really they all work together. It's just like fitting these pieces of a puzzle.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I definitely got to sign up for this and figure out what I want to scrape. Just kind of thinking like for Q4, trying to see what toys are desirable.
And you can see what TikTokers are making videos on what toys. A lot of it comes from the social influencers. Social influencers are driving what the kids want to buy, at the commercials, the whatever popular TV show is. And you can definitely scrape TikTok for something like that, Instagram for something like that, narrow it down to the toy category. And then you may get a jump start on what is the popular toy that everyone is out there looking for and trying to buy. I want to say you can even scrape Reddit on there. But yeah, you just got to be creative. You can use it not only for your reselling business, but you can use it for personal, as we talked before, like if you're looking for a job. And I just try to keep things pertaining to our community, which is resellers. But there's a lot of YouTubers out there that have made videos on how to use Apify, how to build your own actors, as I mentioned in the beginning. Really, it's just, there's so much information that a lot of us are missing out on because we are not using these tools and just creating these really great shortcuts in our reselling business.
Nice. All right. Well, I made an account in less than 3 seconds. So
yeah, super easy.
I've got an account, and then I'm just going to share that. So this is the Amazon scraper. But is this $12 what it's going to cost me? $12?
So So yes and no. So what that is, it will cost you $12 for 1,000 results. And that is if you want to, so somebody made this scraper, right? So you can sign up for their service. However, I tried one that wasn't free because I have 2 Apify accounts. I accidentally made 2. So on my other one, I used one of these paid ones, but you can use some of your free credits for it. So instead of having it run the 1,000, tell it to run 10. So that way you can test it to see how it works, see if you like it. So you always want to run a small amount just to test. So if we're going to do that, see how here's a URL of Amazon category. You can put in that search bar. You could pick a category like the beauty.
Well, I found a Little Tykes toy, so this.
Okay, perfect. You could do
so right here. Put it here.
Yeah, you can put that there. So if it's the page of that, it might just be that single listing that you're running, though.
Yeah, do this the Little Tykes musical bus. I wanted to try.
Yeah, so you might run a seller store. You can put the URL of whatever you want. So if you want
a seller store,
maybe grab the seller store that's selling that bike. Let's say, let's grab their storefront. And we'll test this and see how this works. But yes, I believe that this is what we can do.
Okay.
I may be wrong, but I believe so. Okay. So now on the max results, let's do, 10 or 20.
Let's just do 10.
And now just do save and start down at the bottom. We're just doing, the most generic vanilla. And you have to do the yes, I agree.
Oh, okay.
Because this is one that's normally paid, but you're just using some of your free $5 towards it.
I don't think so.
Okay, so maybe we can't do a storefront. That was me just wanting to try. So you'll have to go back and do that actor again. Yeah.
Do you know how to go back? Just go back to run?
You can go back to actors.
Oh, okay. Go back to actor.
And then you can find that actor again.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Got it. Hold on.
So now it says, what do we have to put in here? It says, Amazon sometimes restricts search terms to overcome the limit. Use one or the regular categories. So if you were searching for diamond ring, find jewelry or women's rings. Okay, so you might want to do Little Tyke ride-on or something like that that you're searching for.
All right. Hold on. I did Little Tykes toys. All right.
So you might need to type, but it does say URL of Amazon's category. So yeah, you definitely need that URL. Okay.
Toy.
All right. Now let's do save and start and see what we get. I've not played with this yet either, so we're just figuring it out.
That's all right. We can do that.
See what happens? Yeah. It looks like something is happening because it's using time and it's thinking. But I bet you can scrape somebody's store. Maybe not on this Amazon scraper. There's more than one Amazon scraper, that for sure.
Right.
I know because I looked this morning. It said it crawled one of 52 pages and it's giving you nothing. So
I think I might have hit the 100.
So you should be able to abort up there, that red. Oh, there you go. Perfect. That cost you 8 cents of your $5.
8.4 cents, Tina. 8.4.
So there is your title, your ASIN, the brand, the star rating, and then the link to Amazon. So what would you use this data for?
I got no clue because other than it's just telling me like Little Tykes toys, and I guess is it giving me the best sellers, like review counts? No.
Yeah, well, review counts would indicate, that how well it has sold. And then there are links to the listing. What other links are provided? It doesn't have a bottom scroller, so I guess that's it. Yeah, so I'm not sure how you would necessarily use this, but you see how quick it gives you these results.
So I guess you could use this, like if I had typed in Little Tykes, what are these called? Like little carriages or something? Carriage?
Yeah, or even instead of brand, unless you had a Little Tyke account, because this isn't telling us how many other sellers on the listing or anything like that. And that's where I take it to ChatGPT. Like, I'm trying to do this. What kind of scraper would help me extract this data? Or how should I use the Amazon scraper as a reseller to find products? That's where that can come in handy. Yeah. So see how many Amazon scrapers there are? There are several.
Okay. Amazon bestseller scraper. Hold on. Hello. Okay. Oh, I don't want to
Now
let.
you might type in toys in there or give a URL to just the
Okay.
toy rather than just little tyke.
All right.
So that way you have all kind of brands or just something.
How do I get to like? There we go. Maybe nope. Okay. Sorry. Just give me a second to get this. I'm not sure. Because like
and then don't do the 100 results down there.
Bestseller, and then I just want
like do 20 or something, 10, that's fine. And now you can do your save and start.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, it was hard to find just the URL for toys, and I just Bestseller Toys, which has Lego Christmas ornaments on file. Magic the Gathering avatar.
And there you go. It's up there.
Okay. Oh, here's that Lego Christmas. So it just tells me what, and all it did is tell me the same things that are over.
Yeah, as the other one did. So if you read under the actors, it gives you a description of what that actor would do for you.
Okay.
So if you were to look at that actor's description, and like I said, I've not played with the Amazon stuff because I was really trying to find just wholesalers. I hadn't even gone into the Amazon. I've learned about this app, Apify, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. It hasn't been that long ago, probably 2 weeks ago. And I just got to playing with it this week. And I'm excited about it. It definitely will have a lot of cool uses.
So this, you can then download the pictures and all the things.
Yeah, which doesn't serve us well for trying to find product leads.
Right. Okay. So then you can see that. Okay, so just going back here. Oh, well, does anybody have any questions about this? Talk now. Otherwise, we're going to be playing around offline here. Kind of see what our favorites are. We've got a lot of different things. A lot of reviews. Mass email scraper. What does that mean?
I don't know. What does it say?
I don't know. It's scraping emails, which I don't know if that could get you into trouble or not.
Well, all of this is safe, and it doesn't link back to you because it links to the Apify. So I only know that from one of the videos I watched. Okay. And they only scrape what the companies allow.
Oh, 50. Okay, so this is a keyword scraper. I'm just scraping Amazon for mink oil.
Oh, now that's really useful for building listings. An Amazon keyword scraper, really good.
So can I just what?
You rent the actor, so you would have to rent it for the day, and then if you wanted to keep it, you would have to pay for. I had to do this on one of the ones I used too. So you have to have a paid account even to use this actor.
Oh, okay.
And you're on the free account. Yeah, there was one on there where it wanted me to rent it. And I was like, oh, that's how I learned about these paid ones. Remember, I told you some you have to pay for because they're built by other people. So if you had built that, people could rent it from you.
Got it. Okay. So this is pro. So is there any way to tell on this page that it's going to be paid or not?
I think when you click on it, it tells you. Go ahead and click that one. Up at the top, it says $15 a month usage.
Oh, I see. Okay. So then,
but some of them you can use part of your $5. They let you use it towards it. So not all of them requires you to rent it.
Got it. Okay. $50 a month.
Yeah. So that's probably a good one. And you'll be able to tell by the reviews that are left and how many people use it. And this has been around for many years. I just never really knew. And if someone had told me what web scraping was years ago, it would have made my brain spin. And I would have thought that was just for really smart kids.
This one's got a 1 star.
Yeah.
That's not good. Out of 557. Oh, that is not good. Okay. Interesting.
Oh my gosh. I'm in a chat GPT because I was going to ask them what web scraper would I use to help me find, items to sell that I could likely get somewhere less expensive. I was going to ask it that while you were doing it. And I scrolled down further from my coloring book download, and ChatGPT on bullet point number 7, it says what to watch for, and it says Amazon is petty.
You don't say. You don't say. I've never experienced that.
Look, I'll share it with you because it's just
Oh,
too
okay.
funny.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's just so funny. See down here, bullet point number 7, what to watch for. Amazon is petty. So funny.
Ain't that the truth? I was looking at this one because this is a Costco e-com scrape for Costco.
I
Exactly.
see your comments there, and I'm glad that you like this. Afterwards, if you try this yourself, you'll have to leave in the comment section for us later what you used it for and how it worked out for you. Because, like I said, I've just barely started to scratch the surface, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm just.
Yeah, like quick. It gives you the data that you want. You see how quick it is.
See if it does anything. Amazon bestsellers, phone numbers, Walmart email scraper.
The phone number scraper, is that for the executives?
No, I bet you it's for phone. You know how on your profile.
Oh, yeah. So people can market you and send you emails and ugh.
Yeah, because it's a public one.
Oh, Craigslist scraper. That's good for people who buy and flip on eBay.
Ooh, yeah.
Fake followers. I guess that's good for people who are building up their social media.
Well, I don't care if fake people follow me. Like, it doesn't harm me at all. What?
Yeah.
Why would you? I don't know.
I don't know. I do not know. There's just so much on here. I don't know. I'm new to Apify.
So you have to be aware. I'm just going to tell a funny story, and then I got to get going here. But you have to be aware of things online because not everything on the internet is true, people, especially with all of these new AI things. In my video feed or whatnot, somehow one popped in there, and it's this person that does like unethical ways on making money. And I'm like, okay, I buy it. What is this one going to? So what he said to do was to create a fake apartment listing using images from AI, and then you set up a link so that people can apply for that apartment, and you collect like $100 per application. And then there's no apartment. You just collect $100 and then say, oh, I'm sorry you didn't get the apartment. And I'm like, oh my God, that's horrible. That's like terrible. I asked ChatGPT, and it is sometimes a misdemeanor and sometimes a felony.
Wow, that is horrible.
Why are you making videos on that? That is
that's terrible. That's terrible. Like, these scammers need to be caught.
Yes. I'm like, that is, yeah. But I was like, that's an interesting way of looking at the world. 757QT, how you doing? Are y'all selling from your own website?
I do not. A long time ago, I had set up a Shopify store, but I never really pursued it.
Yeah, we did a website, but Tina and I have a website where we sell like Fiverr type stuff, coaching and whatnot, but that's not product based. No, and then we have the influencer store, so a lot of our stuff is just already in whatever, like Amazon influencer already has those items that we.
Yeah, all I'm doing now is I have Etsy, eBay, Amazon. I have my Amazon influencer program that I do, a YouTube channel for product reviews that I do, Pinterest, that all of that stuff is also on, and my coaching business. So I stay busy doing all the things. Sometimes I think maybe I should do less of them and focus more on like 2 or 3. These are the arguments I have with myself. It's just I like too many things. Yeah, I knew it was you, Melinda. I couldn't think of your name off the top of my head, but I knew who you were. I recognized your profile picture.
Yeah, I recognize the picture, but I was like, I don't know what 757 is, but
Yeah.
like 007 maybe.
Yeah, but I love too many things, and I love trying them. I want to pursue them. I want to see what's this like. So, but my online coaching, mentoring, I teach some private label groups for a private community. So I probably make the biggest chunk of my income from that, Amazon and eBay, to be honest. I am slowly building up my Amazon influencer. So that is why I'm interested in Apify for scraping TikTok videos. I think that could be really helpful too.
Well, fun times, fun times. And we had daylight savings time today. Is that why I'm hungry?
Yes.
Only 11?
Yeah, it's 11.
I feel well rested. What's going on today?
You got to sleep in.
I did, and I didn't even know it until now. It's dawning on me. Perfect. Okay, well, I've got things to do. I got to get this shipment out today and get my life together. As you like to say, I got to go think my life over. So we will see you guys all next weekend, and have a great week.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, Melinda. Have a great time. Bye.